Yeah, the boys are back in town. Yeah, the boys are back in town. She's addicted to the melanin. Golden brown, golden brown. It's funny how the tables turn around. She told me to leave.
Hi guys, we are making this shirt today using DTF film and powder from a sub. Uploading and editing your image. I purchased this specific image from an artist on Etsy. I will link it in the description. It does say 12 days of nursing, so I'll show you how to edit it. You want to add it to your upload section and hit the print then cut image. This is just a warning. Sometimes it happens if the image is too large or I've been uploading too much stuff. Design Space is kind of picky, so just ignore it and then retry to upload it again. You're going to want to resize it. Right now, that's 29 inches. I decreased it to about 10 inches just so I can see it within my frame. I am using a box to just slice out where it says 12 days of nursing because I wanted to actually say 12 hours of nursing. This is not my art. I did purchase this from an artist, so by no means are you able to alter any type of design from an artist and resell it as your own. I am using this as a personal shirt that I want to wear to work. I'm changing the font, going through my font list to kind of see one that mimics the font that this artist used. I'm going to select all of it once I change the color and then flatten the image so that Cricut thinks it's one solid image. You do have the option to print directly in Cricut, but I like to screenshot the image and then upload it to a Word document. I'm able to resize it, and also this is how you would print it out larger than the 8.5 by 11, which we will do in another video. So here you see I'm just resizing the image to kind of fit the most amount of space on the paper, and then this is where I'm going to print it off from. So I'm looking to see if portrait or landscape mode is going to give me the most surface area to be able to have the image as large as possible. Once you resize it how you like, you're going to leave it just like that, and then you'll print it from here. Once you have it the size you like, we're going to take a look at the DTF film and powder. Like I said, this film is from a sub. I like using a sub brand. I use their sublimation paper as well. This is my first time using this DTF powder and this DTF film. So let's see how it all works. I will say I am sometimes horrible with directions, but I did actually take the time to fully read through. So pause the video if needed so you can actually read. It tells you the settings, what it can actually adhere to, the heat settings, how long you should press the item for. So the back of the sheet was pretty informative to where I didn't have to look up any videos as to how to use it. I did follow these steps. The only thing I ended up changing was how long I pressed the garment for, but that was just personal preference. I will say something I did like with this A-sub paper is that they notched the corner so you know exactly how to load it into your printer. That little notch side should be on the bottom right hand side, and that's how you know exactly where to place it. One side is going to be matte and the other side is going to be glossy. If you print on the wrong side, the ink won't adhere to the paper. Alright, so let's talk about print settings. Right from Word, you're going to print it directly onto that DTF film. I'm just double checking my borders, making sure I have enough size. So you're going to send it to your sublimation printer. Make sure you have the right printer selected if you have multiple printers. You're going to go to Print Settings, Premium Presentation Paper Matte, High Quality, and make sure that image is mirrored. I am not going to lie, I'm pretty shocked that the colors came out so perfect and so vibrant on the first try. Everyone knows with sublimation, usually the ink comes out a little dull looking, but this is pretty vibrant. I am using just an empty aluminum container. You're going to want to use something that you are not going to put any type of food in. Dedicate this strictly to crafts. You're going to open the powder, pour it all over that design. You want to make sure all of the ink spots get covered. So I'm just moving the powder around, making sure every spot of that design gets covered in this powder. Don't worry about wasting, you will reuse this powder. Let's talk about the heat press settings. The back of the A-Sub packet tells you to set your heat press for 320 degrees. You can also put it in the oven, but I choose not to mix my crafts with my stuff that I cook actual food with. You're going to hover your heat press directly over the image without touching it. That's going to set the image. I did that for about 2.5 to 3.5 minutes. Once it's heat set, it's ready to be pressed onto the garment. This is after you have the powder, after you've hovered over or you've put it in some type of oven to kind of melt that powder. That is what's going to transfer the image from the film to the garment. So I'm going to use my heat press tape to secure it to the garment, and then you'll be ready to press it. Now it's time to finish and put it all together. So once it's lined up, you've got your heat resistant tape on there. You're going to line it up on your heat press. You can use either a Teflon sheet, or I use a big roll of butcher paper that I got a couple years ago from Costco that I haven't ran through. You're going to keep it on 320 degrees, and I ended up pressing it for about 30 seconds. You can do a cool peel. I ended up peeling it while it was still warm just because I was being impatient and I didn't want to wait, but it came out so perfect. Look at those colors. Mind you, this shirt is 100% cotton. You cannot sublimate on cotton, so this makes your options endless. It really helps to be able to add these onto cotton shirts and not just polyester. How cute did it come out? Make sure you subscribe and use my links below to purchase for yourself.